If you have yet to make $1 or even $10,000 by yourself in your own business or your own hustle, you have to understand you are a newborn when it comes to this money stuff. And until you can figure out how to get to that $10,000 mark in less than 6 months, then you need to relax and focus on gaining information, okay? What's up, guys? We're back again dropping some more knowledge for the future 1%ers and anybody else trying to achieve that financial freedom. Now, you see the title of this video, we'll be going over how to go from $0 to $10,000, okay? Your first time going from $0 to $10,000 by yourself. Gone are the days where you have to submit to the large corporations to get your money, okay? Now you have the power to go out and do this on your own and make way more than what you would have dealing with the man. This is your first time stepping out on your own. What you have to understand is that there's really just 4 things that you need to do in order for you to be successful with this venture. And before we go over the 4 things that you need to know, okay, you got to give me about 60 seconds to set this up for you. And if you cannot pay attention for 60 seconds for whatever reason, whether it's the cat videos, the video games, your Facebook news feed, whatever's got you distracted, just go ahead and go back to that because you lost already. You got to understand is that money, cash, the dinero, all right, is nothing more than energy. Okay, and this energy is given to you because you have used your own energy to get something else done, okay? Somebody did not want to use their energy to do something. They didn't want to spend their time, which is their most valuable asset. That's the most valuable thing that we all have is time, okay? The only thing that we can run out of and not get back. They're giving you money, okay, to save them some time. Look at the most successful corporations that we have in our society today, at least in North America, okay? You got Amazon. What do? They cut out the wait period, that 3-day, 2-day wait period for the shipping or whatever the case may have been before. I think it was actually longer. They completely got rid of that. That allowed people to get their items quicker, to get the things that they want quicker, and allowed them to increase their own happiness in their lives way faster than before. Bezos and company is making a lot of money because they have streamlined the process of collecting items, okay? Now you can get everything you need from this one place. It saves you all of the time in the world. The only thing you have to do is click a button. Understand this is how money works in just about every dimension here. But the really important thing is that the really important thing here is that you're not getting money because of how much time you actually spent. You're actually making this money because you performed a service. Uneducated people are mad because Bezos is making all this money or whatever the case may be, but they don't understand, all right, that he has implemented a process. Okay, this process can use just about anybody. All you have to do is plug and play, all right? The process is not difficult. It's never difficult. The only thing that you have to figure out is how to get the desired result. In short, money is rewarded to you for your contribution to society. And again, I don't mean to be hard on anybody working at Amazon, but that's something that anybody can do. Anybody can do the laborious activities at these facilities, all right? There have only been a few people who have set up processes and systems that have contributed to society at a massive scale similar to Bezos. That's why he's making all the big money, okay? Because he's done something for everybody else to make everyone's life easier. This is what you have to do if you want to make big money, okay? If you want to go from $0 to $10,000 in, let's say, 30 days, which is very, very possible, all you have to do is contribute $10,000 worth of time, effort, and energy, $10,000 worth of work to society, all right? And you will have your reward. Now, this is where it gets tricky because they don't teach us how to generate $10,000 or how to be of that value. They actually tell us what our value is. You're worth $15 an hour, and that's what you're going to be worth until you get this degree. Now you're worth $25 an hour. Okay, cool. You are the sole director of your life. As such, you have the power to create your own value. And if you do not know how or where to start, sit tight because I'm going to teach you exactly how to do this. Step 1 is the experimental phase. When you're right here at step 1, okay, that means that you're fresh, you're green as hell, you're coming right out the gate. Your main objective and the only objective that you should really have at this point is to gain information. You got to understand that all of nature's processes are very simple and even the same in some way, okay? It's very reflective in each section or phase of our lives, all right? When you look at a newborn child or even just a young child growing up, All right, their only objective in life is to gain information. This is what we do naturally. This is what we do intuitively. Okay, a newborn or a toddler, they're not worried about making money or getting the result. All they're trying to do is figure out what the hell's going on. If you have yet to make $1 or even $10,000 by yourself in your own business or your own hustle, you have to understand you are a newborn when it comes to this money stuff. And until you can figure out how to get to that $10,000 mark in less than 6 months, then you need to relax and focus on gaining information. Not only information, you need to focus on gaining experience as well. Because truth be told, all of the information is out there, okay? This video is huge information that's gonna teach you exactly how to do whatever it is you wanna do. When you figure out what it is you wanna do, now you can go look up other videos on how to master that skill. But all of the information in the world is not going to help you if you do not have the experience. So spend your time in this experimental phase, learning the information, gaining experience, and ultimately learning the game. Learning the game of money, learning the game of life, learning the game of people. There are all kinds of factors that go into generating money. And you're gonna learn a lot on your journey, trust me. And you will take plenty of L's, all right? But don't worry, because these L's are not losses, they are lessons. Understand, anything that you do at this $0 to $10,000 mark, okay, if you don't own anything, it's not that high risk. All right, there's pretty much nothing you can do that's gonna end your life unless you end up dying or killing yourself because of something that you were trying to do. Okay, then chill out a little bit. But other than that, you know, you could mess up a job and move on, okay? I've had plenty of situations where I didn't do 100% the best job or something was a little off and they were cool with it. And it was like, hey, it's okay, you're learning. As long as you showed integrity, you tried your best, that's okay. That's not gonna work with everybody. So be mindful of that and be mindful of your transparency with the customers or anything else that you're doing. Always be honest. But at the end of the day, don't stress yourself out, man, because there's nothing that's that high stakes at this level other than your safety, your health, and the health of the other people around you. Understand, you'll be in this experimental phase for quite a while, at least 2 years in my opinion. If you're smart, you'll stick there for about 2 years. That way you can gain as much information and data as possible. And remember, this journey is a journey. There's no journey that's completed in one step, okay? This is the 0 to 10,000 step-by-step process, okay? Process is underlined for a reason because as with any process, okay, it takes time. This stuff takes time. You're not gonna wake up with $10,000 in your bank, but if you diligently stick to gradually growing your information, your knowledge, and your skill set, you'll be able to generate that 10K very, very easily. Step 2, find a niche. Niche, however you want to say it. This is one of the most important factors to generating a lot of money quickly. As the saying goes, riches are in the niches. That is 100% true. Once you've gained your information and your experience, okay, you've learned the game a little bit, you know what you want to do, now it's time for you to go ahead and find a niche, man. That means that you need to focus on 1 to 3 things that you like doing or that you're good at, the most profitable things, what you can do and be happy in your life doing for a while. Okay, that's what you have to focus on at this point. This is gonna come in around year 3 or 4 of your journey. Everyone moves at different paces, but this was my pace, okay? Now I started off as a power washer. I was thinking, okay, I'm just gonna get in here, clean this concrete, do whatever the case may be. I took a look around, all right? I took a look around my area and I saw that people were missing one particular service, okay? That there was a lack of service providers in one specific area. That area for me was the brick paver industry, whether that was brick paver cleaning. That's how I got into it. I started by washing brick pavers, and then I started doing other maintenance on brick pavers, the sanding, the sealing. Now I'm building brick pavers, okay? It's a constant evolution, a constant journey. I'm at year, I think 3.5, give or take. And now I'm at this point here where my average ticket is well over 4 figures. When I first started, my first year, I think I had no tickets at 4 figures, okay? And that's exactly how it's supposed to be. You can't be charging high top tier your money if you have no skills or no experience. People will get pissed off, which will ultimately cause the stress in your business, will ruin your reputation and leave you with a big headache. There are many things that you can get into, but here are just some of the things that I've seen around my area that always need more people in it, that always have something going on. First, and I'm sure you saw this coming if you've been on this channel for a while, is the service industry. This is the best for you if you're starting at the zero or very low funds, because the service businesses, they have very low barriers to entry, the majority of them, whether that's grass cutting, cleaning, photography, power washing, painting, any kind of handyman type service or anything that you can do for people, all right, where you can exchange a little bit of your time and expertise. The key word here is expertise, to get something done for them. That is a service business. That is a service that you are providing. You are now a service provider, and a damn good one at that. People will pay you to fix their problems. Understand that these are headaches, all right? If you're providing a service to people, you're fixing something for them. You're actually doing something for them. You're the person that's the most valuable in this situation. That's something that a lot of new entrepreneurs do not understand. And it's something that you can't let get to your head, but you have to keep that frame of mind that, hey, I'm the one that's valuable here. There's a lot of other people that would beg to have my services. So, you know, let's get things right here. Anything home improvement, I would say, is a decent service to get into, okay? If you're competent enough. Remember, I started off in the power washing thing. That's probably the lowest barrier to entry as far as any service. In my opinion, it's probably like at the bottom of the service industry as far as skill and a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, in this industry, there's definitely some niche things that have to go on. It takes a lot of knowledge. I'm not trying to discredit it at all, but there's a reason that the power washing stuff is trending, and that's because it's the easiest to get into. Another good example would be the digital products. This would be things like logos, website design, video editing, YouTube, of course, selling courses if you're competent. Now, there's a good chance that if you're watching this video, you're not really ready to sell courses because you haven't proven yourself to yourself, first off, and you haven't proven yourself to other people, all right? If you're gonna get into the game of information where you're selling information to people, you have to be proven in what you do. And you have to have a track record that verifies the work that you've done. Now, this is actually where I started. I started off with a digital product, a website, Cosmic Trinkets. Go ahead and look that up. I don't think the website is up anymore, but that is how I learned the game. That's how I learned my sales. That's how I learned my marketing. That's how I learned the customer service factor of everything. This taught me more than I can put in one single video. And my first two businesses were definitely digital products or online in some way or another. Now, I use these skills that I learned from my first two businesses, the skills that I acquired over the course of about a couple years, and brought it to this industry, and I'm killing it. Because the cats in this industry are usually a little bit older, they're stubborn, stuck in their ways, and they're not used to the new technologies. This means that if you come in swinging with the digital stuff, you got the whole internet powering your engine, all right, you're gonna massacre the majority of these people. If you don't have a vehicle, I would highly recommend, you know, hitting the logo, start making stuff for people, start just getting used to customers, start dealing with emails, all that stuff. Get used to that. Once you get used to that, take those skills and move up here. This is where a lot more money is in the service businesses. Trust me, guys. I mean, you can go out here and make a few grand in a couple of days if you implement the right processes. But you will not learn these processes through this. You'll learn these processes through this or through other types of information sources. Step 3, okay, study the industry leaders. Okay, you got to understand something, man. Everyone tries to copy the best person, all right? If you're a boxer, you're trying to emulate Floyd Mayweather's style, okay? If you're a hooper, you're trying to emulate Steph Curry's jumper, okay? Or whatever the case may be. And that is the proper thing to do, because each of these people have a certain way of doing things. And it's a very, very finicky process of how they do it. But this exact process is how they've achieved the results that they've achieved. Okay, it wasn't luck. There's no luck involved in this kind of stuff. I personally do not believe that there's any luck involved in longevity. That's why lottery winners make all that money and then they lose it just as fast as they made it, because they don't understand the process to get and keep these things. Again, nature is reflective in every single dimension, so understand, what are they doing? What are the people that are where you want to be right now? What are they doing? How are they doing it? Study their website, study their social media, okay? If you can, send them a text, go call them, talk to them, ask them to mentor you, all right? A lot of people are actually good people and they will help you out. Of course, you'll run into those guys that'll tell you to go kick rocks. That's cool, but there's a million other people out there that's gonna help you. And those are the people that you should focus on. I pay special attention to what they're doing right now, and also how did they start, because you'll see even in their own journey, they didn't start at the top, they started at the bottom and they slowly crawled their way up to the top. All right, going over all of the obstacles, now they are where they are. Study their process, study what they're doing, and implement the good things into your own process and see what can be improved. And if you are competent, you're good enough, you can improve on these things. They say you hang around 5 junkies, you'll be the 6th. If you hang around 5 millionaires, you'll be the 6th. Okay, it's the same exact thing with this here. Okay, what are you focusing on and who are you trying to be? All right, find yourself some mentors, surround yourself with people. If you don't have anybody in the real world and in the physical realm, go ahead and hop on the YouTube, okay? Get mentors. I'll be your mentor. Damn it, there's a bunch of other people on this platform that are mentors. All of my mentors, the majority of my mentors are actually on YouTube. Now, thankfully, I've been lucky enough to find some people in real life that have helped me tremendously. I can't thank them enough. But before I found these people, I took initiative and I found some mentors online, okay? Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, all other kind of business guys. You can even get even further within your niche to find people who specialize in other things, okay? If you want to learn how to do brick pavers, you want to learn how to power wash, you want to learn how to do other kind of things, check out my channel. I got all kind of stuff on there in that specific industry. Now, the fourth thing and the most important thing, okay, the thing, if you don't do this, you'll fail 100% of the time, all right? It don't matter how much of this you got right here. The fourth thing, you have to take action, okay? One of the most important things throughout this whole process is to take action. Understand something, faith without works is dead, okay? That means that you can have all of the faith, all of the hopes, all the ideas and dreams and vision that you want in your head. But if you're not taking these visions, ideas, and creations out of your mind and putting them into the real world, okay, what you're doing is wasting your time and wasting your life. Don't be somebody that's stuck in a corner. You got all these big dreams, you know, big visions and all this extra stuff going on, but you're not doing anything to actually make it happen. You'll never make it up the mountain if you do not start taking steps. Okay, you think you're just gonna just teleport up to the top of the mountain. That just does not happen to anybody. Everybody has to climb. Find me one person who didn't have to climb. All right, and I'll give you a whole bunch of money. I ain't gonna tell you how much money I give you, but I give you a whole bunch of money. You find one person, okay, that or even before them who had to climb, okay? Some people have that uncommon, that unfair advantage where they have resources back behind them, okay? But even those people, they're inheriting the energy that somebody else gave beforehand, okay? If that makes any sense. They are the ones, they're taking that work, previously done work, and they're continuing it, all right? This whole process, this whole life is a continuation of what came before us, all right? And it's our responsibility to continue to expand and produce novel ideas while we're here. I'm getting a little off topic and floating away here, so we'll go ahead and wrap this up, man. Those are the 4 things that you need to do, okay? The 4 things you need to implement if you want to go from $0 to $10,000 by yourself, okay? That means if you want to cut out the man, you don't want to clock into somebody's stupid system and have to raise your hand and go to the bathroom, or you get your 15-minute break, or whatever they do to people that's working in there these days. Follow these 4 steps, okay? And you will reach freedom. You will reach freedom. Now, it's up to you how fast you want to get there. It's up to you how hard you want to work and what you want to do. But if you stick to the process, you will get to the end of the road. There was a lot of information in this video, so make sure you like the video so that you can have it for later. You won't lose this video, okay? Subscribe to the channel. Join this community of like-minded individuals and future 1%ers, okay? People who are trying to be their best and will accomplish that in their lives. If you got any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment section. I'll respond to every single comment. I'll get back to you. I appreciate you watching this video. Keep hustling. You will get there. Stay strong and go through the adversity, baby, because on the other side of that wall, it's a bunch of gold, dog. It's a bunch of gold. Take care.